Let's see the development part of the video here in this tutorial. We just need to define a timer object to display the time on the screen. So here my timer object name is that my timer. Let us define the delay as 1000 milliseconds and count will be infinity. And we just need to have one variable also to count the number. Let's get into the public function. We just need to add event listener to the timer object to update the time while executing the timer. So let's define a function for timer object. The assigned function name is the update timer, and let's define this update timer as a private function now. So private function update timer, and the event is the timer event. Let's increase that I variable value, I++, and now here we need to convert this I will be in total number of seconds. So we just need to convert this total number of seconds into that seconds and minutes. So to do that, we require that couple of variables here in this function. So I'm declaring the variables here. The first variable is the total seconds. I am assigning that I to total seconds. And now the next variable is minutes, which will help us to calculate that minute from the total seconds. So we just need to divide the total seconds by 60 so that we get minutes. I just applied that floor function from math class because I don't want to see that decimals in minutes. And the other variable is seconds, and let's take total seconds mod of 60, which will help us to restart that the seconds after 59. And we are writing a simple if condition here just to display that minutes and seconds in 2 digits, because by default minutes and seconds will be displayed as in single digit from 0 to 9. So I would like to add 0 to 8 till 9. So mentioning a simple condition. So if string of that variable that length is less than 2, I'm just adding 0 to 8, or else that value will be updated directly. So we are including this condition for minutes and seconds even. And now we just need to assign this minutes and seconds to that dynamic text object, which is timer txt. So timer txt.text equal to minutes plus, let's add a string as in colon, and then plus again let us assign that another variable which is seconds. Alright, here is the function, and we just need to start the timer, of course, within that public function my timer.start. Let's save and then test it. Let us click on play button. Perfect. Now we could see upper right side, top right, we could see the timer update there continuously. Let's come back to the code part again. So we just need to have that one more timer to generate that balloons with a specific delay. So to generate balloons continuously with specific delay, that we require one timer object for it. I'm just taking another timer, and just my timer instance name is that balloon timer, and the delay is 500 milliseconds, and the number of repetitions are 250. I would like to generate the 250 balloons, so that's where I have taken that repeat count as in 250. Let's add a listener to this timer, balloon timer, and let us define a function for it now. Balloons update. We just need to start the timer also now. Alright, let us define the function now. Balloons update. Balloons update as a private function, and the event is timer event. So inside this timer function, I'm just defining my custom function, and my custom function name is that add balloons, add balloon. And we need to define this custom function below the balloons update function. Let us say private function, and the function name is add balloon. And here we are supposed to create objects. Let us define one object here, where, and my balloon is an instance name of an object, and the object type is balloons, which we were already created, which was part of that library. Let's go back to that designing part in library. We can see there the linkage name of that movie clip is balloons. So my balloon, this type is class type is balloons, and class is new balloons. Of course, we need to use that add child to display that on a stage. Let us say that add child now we just need to define the new object x and y position. So before that, let us add one event listener to this object. My balloons that add event listener. The event is enter frame, and let us define function for it now. Update pose. The function name is update pose. Let us define. We need to define that update pose also. All right. Okay. Since we have three different balloons inside this balloons object, we just need to see that the different color balloon. To jump within the three frames, we just need to use that go to and stop method to get the different types of balloons here. My balloon dot go to and stop. Within that math, seal of random into total frames. So random into total frames will help us to generate that random number, and the random number is supposed to be a whole number. It is not supposed to be decimal to read it as a frame number. So that's where we are taking that math.seal. And later, of course, we are supposed to define that x and y position of the object, and object.x equal to 100 plus math.random into 450. Approximate size that we are supposed to, approximate x and y position that we are supposed to define there, and y position is 875. So now we need to define that function, which is update pose. Let us define this function as a private function, and function name is that update pose event. Now inside this function, we just need to define one more object. So here in this function, my object name is new balloon. I would like to push that previous object into this new balloon so that I can remove this object whenever I require. So new balloon, class type is balloons, and balloon of e.target, so that previous object will be pushed into it. We just need to define y position update here. So new balloon dot y minus equal to 5, so that it keeps moving up. Now just defining a small if condition here, because if it goes out of the stage on the top, so that it is supposed to be removed, object is supposed to be removed. So if new balloon dot y is less than minus 90, We just need to remove this event listener, and later that we are supposed to remove that object also. So inside the condition, let us mention that remove event listener and the function name, and next to it that let us use that remove child method to remove this object, remove child of new balloon, which will be removed from the stage. Let's save the file and check the preview. Click play. So we'll be able to see that balloons are coming only from one side, not in the complete stage, and they're not moving till top. The values which we have specified in condition and x and y were according to the main timeline. Now we need to define them according to that movie clip timeline. Now let's update the values. Let's update the values, x value update and y value update, as well as that condition also. So we just need to keep updating that values until and unless that we are satisfied. We could see that now still objects are only that one side, and let's change the y value also. So I'm just taking it as in 453, and the condition value must be that minus 435 or 38. Let's save it and test it now. Object should travel till top, it should not disappear in between. Alright, object is moving till top, but still we could see that balloons are only one side. So we just need to update that x value, x range, so that we can get all the balloons and the complete stage. I'm just taking that the minimum is in minus 250, and then plus math at random into 215, so that it is possible for you to see that towards left and right and center also. Let's save and test it now. We could see the balloons are on the complete stage, not on one direction. We just need to update that the maximum value. So it was 215, now I've taken it as in 415. Let us save and then check the preview once again. We just need to keep checking that values, keep changing the values to check the preview, and whichever suits that we are supposed to go with that value. Hope this works fine now. Alright, we just need to increase that a bit more. That is in 415. Still there is a chance to increase that value. I'm just taking it as in 450. I hope this will work. Let's save and then test the preview. Click play. Alright, we'll be able to see that balloons spread over the stage. Now we are able to see that balloons on the complete stage. Let's come back, and then now we just need to increase the interval time so that we can see very less number of balloons, because we could see that a lot of balloons are coming up. So we just want to decrease that balloons count, which is possible just by increasing the delay for the timer. Now we see that a bit less count. So we just need to show the total number of balloons on the top. So to display the total number of balloons on the top, that we require a variable. So we see that when you come to the designing part, that we see that one dynamic text field, find out that instance name of the text field, and we have just defined a variable there as in balloon count, which is going to help us to count that number of balloons based on that timer object, and then we can display that value inside this text field now. So we just defined a variable called balloon count, and initial value of that balloon count was 0, and let us define this default value into the dynamic text field. So my dynamic text field name was the total txt, total txt.text equal to assign that variable name, string of balloon count, and we just need to increase this balloon count variable inside this timer function. So we just need to say that balloon count plus plus, and then next to it that we are supposed to display updated balloon count in the total txt. Save it and test it. It is supposed to display that number of balloons the moment when I click on play button. Oh, cool. Top, we can see there it is increasing that number. That is the total number of balloons count. Now we just need to tap the balloons. So to tap the balloon, we just need to apply that click event to every balloon. So inside this custom function, which is add balloon, we just need to add one event, which is mouse event click. Let us add it, that add event listener mouse event click, and then my function name is that blast balloon. Blast balloon is the function for click event for every balloon. So we just need to define this function. So before that, if my balloon goes out of the stage, we were removing that update pose function from enter frame. We need to remove this click event function, which is blast balloon also. I'm just writing there. Cool. And next to this function that we are supposed to define that function called blast balloon, we need to define this as a private function. Let us say private function and blast balloon, and the event is mouse event. And to delete this balloon, when user pops the balloon or tap the balloon is supposed to get disappear. So to remove this, we are supposed to use that same as remove child, same as previous, that remove child object. So to remove this tapped balloon, that we are supposed to define one object for it now. So where remove balloon is my instance name of the object, and type of the object is same as previous balloons. And then we can use that remove child of the remove balloon, and we just need to define that one variable also to define the score and the screen. So my variable name is score, default value of that score variable is 0, and we need to define the default value inside that score txt. The score txt is dynamic text which is on the screen. Let's come back to that previous function. We could see the instance name of that object as in remove balloon here, and we just need to, since we have 3 different balloons inside that same balloons object, we just need to find out that what is the current frame, and according to that color that I would like to define the different score. That is where I'm defining that if condition here. My current object named at current frame is equal to 1, which is that red balloon here in this case. So my score would be 5. Sorry, for red balloon that it is 1, and yellow balloon that I'm taking it is 5, and black balloon I'm taking it as a -2. -2. So it is very simple that type of, just to know the type of balloon, I'm just checking that current frame number. And according to it, that I'm just assigning the score also. And later that final score is supposed to be displayed in that score dynamic text field, and we just need to remove the balloon. And of course, before removing the balloon or removing the object, that we are supposed to remove the two event listeners which we were already assigned, that enter frame event as well as that mouse event. We are supposed to remove them once we tap the balloon. So let's copy that both the things and paste it here, and we just need to remove the two functions from the two events. And after removing that event listeners, that we are supposed to use that remove child method to remove this object. Let's save and test it now. Click play. Oh, perfect. We could see that updating score there according to that balloon blast. And we see the different score for different color balloons. Okay, let's close this now. Let's go back to the design part. We just want to add blast for every balloon tap. So we have already a symbol which is having three different types of the blast there and three keyframes. So we just want to have that little delay between three graphics. Between these three keyframes, that I wanted to have that delay. So I'm just taking that 9 frames between that each blast. So now we could see that first frame, and again 10th frame, again 20th frame. Let us go back to the code part. So when we tap the balloon will disappear. In the place of balloon, that I would like to see this blast. So inside this blast balloon function, we just need to create one new object for this blast. Let us say var and my blast, and the class name is blast, which was already defined and equal to new blast. And I just wanted to define that one variable to define that frame number, because I have three different colored blasts, and each color is supposed to refer that each balloon. So I have that yellow blast, red blast, and black blast. So based on the balloon color, that I would like to display the different blast. So to define the frame number of this blast, I just wanted to define that one variable for this frame number. I have defined that my variable name as in frame, and within this same previous if condition, next to the score, that I am defining the frame variable number also. Let's say that first blast is that frame 1, and second blast is supposed to be that frame 10, and third blast is supposed to be that frame 20. Now we just need to use that add child to display that blast on my screen. let us say that add child at my blast, and later that we are supposed to use that go to and stop method to display the different blast from the blast class. My blast dot go to and stop, or go to and play, and then variable name. Since we have certain duration there, it is always better to use that the method called go to and play. And let's add one event listener to it, which is supposed to be that enter frame event, and let's assign that one function to this enter frame event, because I just wanted to know the duration, and based on the duration that I would like to remove this event, that blast also. So I'm assigned a event enter frame, and the function name is that update blast. And of course we are supposed to define that x and y position of the blast. So wherever I tap the balloon, that there itself my blast is supposed to be displayed. Then we need to assign that balloon x position to that blast x and y position, so that we could see blast on the same position where the balloon was tapped. And let us define this function, which is update blast, as in private function update blast, and the event is of course event. And within this function that we are supposed to define one more object, and we need to push the previous object into it. And here that my current object name is that remove blast, and type of that object is blast of course, and source for this blast object is blast of e.target. And we just need to check the frame, current frame number, and based on it that we are supposed to remove the event listener, and we need to remove this blast also. If my blast dot current frame is double equal to, we just need to take that variable name frame and plus 9, because we were having the delay as a 9 frames. So I just wanted to take that the frame number after 9th frame from the frame variable value. So my blast dot current frame double equal to frame plus 9 will help us to find out that last frame of the blast. And inside that condition, that let us write a statement which will help us to remove that function and event listener. Remove blast dot remove event listener, enter frame, and the function name. And of course that we are supposed to use that remove child to remove that object. Make sure that the object instance name is supposed to be same everywhere. Let's say save all and then test it. Play. Whenever we click on the balloon, that we could see blast in the same place, and blast is saying for that staying for few milliseconds, and then it gets disappeared. Yellow blast for yellow balloon, red blast for red balloon, and oops for black balloon. Since we have negative marks for black balloon, that I have added text called oops. Let's close it now. I just wanted to have coins in this now, along with the balloons, that with more delay, with extra delay, that I would like to display that coins also. When user tap the coin, that should help the user to increase the life. So to generate the coins with a different interval time, I'm just defining that one timer object even for coin also, and the timer object name is that coin timer. I'm just taking that the delay as in 5000 milliseconds, and let's add timer event to that coin timer, and the function name is coin update, and of course we need to start this timer by default. And now that we are supposed to define that coin update function, Similar like our add balloon, let us create our custom function that add coin inside this timer function. Event is timer event, and inside this function that let us define that our custom function name as an add coin. We need to define this custom function next to it, private function, and my custom function name is add coin. We just need to follow the same logic as we followed for balloons. Let's create a new object for coin where a new coin is my object name and type of an object is coin equal to new coin. And of course we are supposed to use that add child to display that on the screen. Add child of the instance name of the object is a new coin. And of course we just need to define that x and y position of the coin by default. So let's take that the same logic which we were already applied for balloon. Let's copy and paste it inside this coin function, and we just need to update that instance name of the object. Let's replace with new coin. Perfect, that we are supposed to update the function names also. Update coin pose, blast coin. Now we just need to define these two functions out of that my custom function. Let's define first function, the private function, and the function name is update coin pose, because this function will help us to update the y position of the coin, which is supposed to travel from bottom to top. We just need to define one object where, and let's define the object name as remove coin, and the type of object is coin, of course. And then we need to define that source object from previous e.target, coin of e.target. And then we need to use this instance name to update that y position of an object. Remove coin dot y minus equal to 5, so that it will keep moving that coin towards up continuously. And similarly again, that let us take the same if condition from balloon function, because that even coin, when coin goes out of the stage, that coin is also supposed to get disappeared. That let us use that same values and same if condition here. We just need to replace with our object name. I'm just replacing that object name, and of course we are supposed to update that function names also, because when my object is moving out of that stage, the assigned functions are also supposed to be removed. And let's update that object name in remove child also, so object also will get removed once it is out of the stage. When this coin goes out of the stage, but when I tap the coin, then also it is supposed to get disappeared. Then let's define the function which is that blast coin. We are supposed to define that one more object inside this function, and which is here in this case that I am defining it as a my coin, and the type of object is coin, and then coin of e.target. Same logic again, blasting balloon. Let us take that same logic. When I was tapping the balloon, that balloon was getting disappeared and we were removing that functions. Let us take that same logic and let us apply for that even coin also. Just a copy and then paste it here inside that blast coin, and we just need to update that object name. The new object name is that my coin, and we just need to update that function names also, of course. We will go with that only the keywords that we will change all the custom names here. And then remove child. Let's save and let's check the preview of the screen. We could see that all are updating, number of balloons and timers, and when we click on that, blast is happening, and we could see that coin is getting disappeared, and then different color balloons and different blasts, and score also getting updated. Wow, everything is working proper. Let's close this now. Now let's go back to the design part and let's see the live movie clip. Just double click on the live movie clip, and we have 5 keyframes here. Each keyframe is having the different parts and different colors of that live. I have 4 parts in that live movie clip. I just wanted to decrease that one after the other when I click on the black buttons. So now first we will design game over screen. Inside this game screen, I just took one black rectangle with less opacity and just let us place the title there as in game over. I'm just converting this into a symbol, and the instance name is also required. So, but before that, let us place the text as in game over. We just need to take care about that font color, size, alignment. Let's increase the size and change the color. We just need to apply the instance name to this game over object. It is game over MC. Let us go back to the code now. So inside this public function, we just need to hide the game over MC by default. It is very simple that game over MC.visible equal to false. Visible is a Boolean property. So the default value of that Boolean property is true. We just need to make it false to hide that movie clip. Save and test it now. Before testing it, let us go back to the code. Inside that blast balloon function, I just wanted to write another if condition just to decrease that life and increase the life. When I tap the black balloon, it is supposed to go to that next frame, because first frame is 4 parts and second frame is 3 parts and third frame is 2 parts. It should move on to that next frame the moment when I click on the black balloon. So let us write this if condition inside that the last condition, where that my current balloon current frame is 3. So there I am supposed to write this condition. If life MC current frame is less than 5, let us say that life MC dot previous frame. Sorry, next frame. So the moment when you click on the black frame, you can see that the life is decreasing. So for each balloon, it shows that less. All right. We just need to put another condition there just to show that game over when life is completed. Let's find out the inside structure of the life MC and find out the frame number, and let's come back to the code. Let's remove this else and let us write that another if condition. If life MC dot current frame equal to 5, because when it reaches that 5th frame, that it is supposed to show that game over. Life MC dot current frame is double equal to 5. You just need to display that game over movie clip, and we need to remove that all the timers to stop the balloons generation and coins. Let's say game over MC dot visible equal to true and find out we just need to find out the timer names: my timer, coin timer, balloon timer. We just need to remove all these 3 timers there the moment when I display the game over movie clip. Come back to that same place and let's say that my timer dot stop, coin timer dot stop, and balloon timer dot stop. So that timer events will be braked, so that timers will be stopped there and the assigned functions will not be executed from there now. Save it and test it now. Play. You can see the total number of balloons, unclick score update and blast symbol, and when we click on that black balloon, it is decreasing that life. When you click on coins, that coins are getting disappeared. Fine. When life is over, it is showing that game over. Cool. Now what I wanted to do is that when I click on the coin, that it is supposed to help us to increase that life also. If life is less than 4 parts, then it's supposed to keep increasing that part by part when I tap the coins. So inside that blast coin, just let us write a small condition there. If life MC is greater than 1, current frame is greater than 1, then it is supposed to come back one after the other frame. Life MC dot previous frame. If user has full life, that there is no question about updating that life. But if it is less than, even it is less 1, then it is supposed to come back to that full. Let's save it and test it now. It should work. Popping balloons, displaying that blast, decreasing the life, increasing the life by tapping the coins. Close. So here is the perfect thing. When we complete, when we don't have the life, it shows that game over. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.